Uh, Hey everybody, this is KGO. I meant to do like a bad talk with Kenny, I guess you could call it, because I did a dead talk with Kenny with The Walking Dead last year, and people liked that, and they wanted me to do something similar with Breaking Bad. Unfortunately, there's two reasons why I haven't. Number one, being honest, I completely forgot about it. And number two, I've been so wrapped up in, just stuff in my actual life, stuff that you people wouldn't give a shit about. But I figured, now that I actually have some time to do it and that I remembered about it, I guess I'll go over the last two episodes. So hopefully this is, or the last three episodes, I should say. So hopefully this is good. Oh, that's right. This particular Breaking Bad discussion is about the episode that happened last night. So that's September 15th. So September 15th, 2013. So if you haven't seen last night's episode yet, exit out of this video because there will be obviously spoilers. So last night's episode, I think it was called like Ozymandias or something like that. One of the big things that happened this episode is that Hank Schrader, unfortunately, is dead. Him and Gomi. I think most people predicted that Gomez. I mean, I thought that Gomez would be shown dead last week, but I mean, it was pretty obvious to anybody that Gomez would be dead during that shootout with Jack's gang. I'm disappointed, honestly, that Hank's dead. I mean, let me get one thing straight. I am Walt all the way. You know what I mean? I mean, my favorite character on the show is Jesse Pinkman. He's my favorite character on the entire show. That being said, I cannot root against Walt. You know what I mean? I can't do it. I think it's mainly because of how amazing Bryan Cranston is at portraying the character of Walter White. I think it's because of that. But like, I know that I know that he's a scumbag and everything. I know the things that he's done, the things that he's planning to do, and all that. But I can't imagine rooting against him. You know what I mean? A couple of weeks back, when he sent that confessions video to Hank, and I was watching that shit, I was like, checkmate, Hank, checkmate. You're done. You're done. And then last week, when Walter was actually arrested and handcuffed by Hank, I was like, what the hell's about to happen? You know what I mean? This week, Hank was just shot dead, and then when Jesse was found underneath the car, I was like, oh fuck, do not kill Jesse. Honestly, if Jesse is killed, I don't think I have it in me to forgive Vince Gilligan and the writers of Breaking Bad, because honestly, Jesse is just, I love Jesse. He is my favorite character on the show. Slightly edging out Walter, but only by like that much. Which is weird because even though Jesse's my favorite character, I can't be on his side. At least until last night. You know what I mean? Like when he was on Team DEA and they were like going against Walt, I was Walt all the way. But now that it's just Jesse, I don't know. So anyway, so the big news is that Jack wanted the information that he thinks Jesse has, and Todd has kidnapped him or abducted him, whichever word you want to use, and he beat the shit. We didn't see it, but he obviously fucked him up beyond belief because his face is just covered in blood. And I gotta say, it was really difficult to watch. You know what I mean? Like when Jesse was handcuffed, like in an underground thing, and then he was taken out. And then when Todd trapped him in the meth lab to start cooking, And then Jesse found that picture of Andrea and Brock. Um, I guess that means that they kidnapped them. You know what I mean? And last night, when I was in bed and trying to fall asleep, I remembered that when Walt went to Andrea's house, either last week's episode or 2 weeks ago, I don't remember. I think it was last week's though. Jack and his crew were waiting outside. So they probably have Andrea and Brock kidnapped, and then they're going to use that as leverage against Jesse to teach Todd. So now, what's going to happen? You know what I mean? It's like last night, the shit fucking hit the fan in ways that I never saw coming. Like honestly, it was insane. Like now, Walt Jr. knows that his father's Heisenberg, and oh my god, yo, when Walt got home, and he was telling them to pack, and then Walt Jr. was like, is it true, Dad? Are you Heisenberg and everything? Like, jeez. And then Skylar, like that camera shot when it was the knives and the phone. I was like, she's not about to grab the knife, is she? And then when she did, I was like, oh crap. And then when she put her hand in front of Junior and then threatened Walt, I was like, you are not about to fucking stab him. You are not about to fucking do that. I know that for a fact. And then when she did, like, I literally was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Like, I have never, ever been this emotionally invested in a TV show. Never. I had goosebumps and chills going up and down my spine throughout like the entire episode last night. Breaking Bad, in my opinion, is the best show in the history of television. There is no competition, none whatsoever. God Almighty, it's so good. And now, Walt, that phone call Walt made to Skylar when he took Holly. Oh my God. Yo, when he was pulling out of the driveway and like pushing Skylar's car just into the street and like took off with Holly, I was like, yo, this is insane. This is insane. It is. Oh man. Now, as good as it is, right now, like probably my only complaint about it is the fact that it feels very, very rushed. You know what I mean? Like too much is happening at the same time, and it just feels very. It's very, 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 very good. Don't get me wrong. It's amazing, and it's the best show that I've ever seen in my entire life. But at the same time, it feels very rushed right now. Very rushed. So now there's only 3 hours left. Wait, no. I'm sorry. There's 2 hours left after last night. There's only 2 episodes left. That, let me tell you, sucks monkey fuck. So now, the last thing we saw was Walter putting Holly into the fire truck, leaving her to be found by the firefighters. And now he got picked up by Saul's guy, who Jesse was going to be picked up by until he found that Joel took his weed. So now, what's going to happen? You know what I mean? There's a lot of theories. There's a lot of predictions. My prediction? The main thing I'm wondering is how and when do we see the crazy time warp? Because if you remember, before, I think in episode 1 of season 5, like a year ago, we saw Walter with a full head of hair and a ridiculously grisly beard, celebrating his birthday at that Denny's, and he bought a gun from the guy that he bought a gun from originally in order to kill, I think, Gus, and he comes back to his hometown, and his house is now completely it's empty, it's vacated, and it's just turned to shit. It's like dilapidated and shit like that. And there's Heisenberg sprayed on the wall, and it's just like, when and where and how do we see that crazy time warp? Because right now Walt's bald, obviously. You don't say where's Nicolas Cage when you need him. And then now there's only 2 hours left. for them to finish their story. So we're gonna see a crazy time warp. My guess it's gonna be next week that we see the time warp. And now, what's my prediction for the ending? Either Jack or Jesse is gonna break into his house and like spray paint Heisenberg all over it. My guess is Jesse, because now Walt told Jesse about Jane's death. You know what I mean? Like, I was there, I saw her choke to death. I could have done something, but I chose not to. So now Jesse is going to somehow either escape from Todd's grasp, or he's gonna cook the meth with Todd. Todd's gonna let him go, and he's gonna go back to Walt's house. And since he's the only one that could prove that Walt is Heisenberg, he's gonna break into his house and spray paint Heisenberg, because as far as he knows, Walt's still there. You know what I mean? So it's either Jack and his gang or Jesse. My money's on Jesse. Now, how is the show going to end? Aaron Paul, the incredible actor behind the role of Jesse Pinkman, was recently asked if we would be satisfied with the ending of Breaking Bad. And if I remember correctly, he says something like, "Yes, you're probably gonna be kind of pissed off and like breaking shit, but deep down you'll be happy." That tells me that shit's gonna hit the fan even more in the next 2 weeks, which I don't see how that's possible, because shit has hit the fan in a way that I don't think anybody saw coming. So my prediction: Jesse is the one to break into his house again, spray paint Heisenberg. But then, who's the ricin for? You know what I mean? Because Walter goes into the light switch outlets. He takes out the ricin, and he's got this big ass gun. I think it's like an assault rifle. So what do I think? I think that Walt is going to be out for revenge against the neo-Nazis because they killed Hank. Because Walt was like begging for Hank's life, and Hank was like, "You want me to beg? I ain't doing that. Just do what you got. Do what you got to do." He couldn't even finish his sentence. So I think that Walt is going to be after the neo-Nazis, and I just hope that Walter's not going to die. That's what I say. If Walter's going to die, he's going to die by the cancer. He's not going to be killed by anybody. Jesse, the neo-Nazis, nobody. He's not going to die by a man. He's going to die by his cancer. That's what I think. Is Jesse going to die? I don't know. I'm gonna be pissed off beyond belief if Jesse dies. I'm gonna be so upset. Jesse better not die. He better not die. I'm gonna be furious if he dies. He's my favorite character on the show. Will Skyler, Walt Jr., Holly, and/or Marie die? Yeah, I don't think any of them are safe. Especially Walt Jr. and Marie. I don't know why. I just think that if any of those four were to bite the dust, Junior and Marie, they'll be the first two. So that's it for this edition of Bad Talk with Kenny. If you like this video, please click that like button down below. Add this video to your favorites. Subscribe to my channel if you want. Share this video with all my other videos with everybody you know. And I hope you guys are okay with me doing this for these last 3 episodes. Sorry I completely forgot, and things are kind of fucked up right now for me. So thanks for watching, guys, and until next time. Peace.